This is a KHOU 11 News breaking news report.
And the breaking news is big news. Take a look at this. This is on the corner of West Dallas and Montrose. That is an apartment complex that is burning and burning heavily. Thick black smoke. We are told this apartment complex, which if you have been at that intersection, you know it is under construction right now. That intersection, Montrose and West Dallas, has now been shut down while firefighters attack these flames. This is a big deal because not far from there, just to the west, is another apartment complex, newly built, and on the other side of that would be the new Whole Foods that is in that neighborhood. So this is a lot of action and a lot of activity for Houston firefighters. You can see it going along the roof line, and this thing is going to be a total loss. Ron Trevino's with me.
It is massive, as you can see, and we understand that this is the part of the apartment complex that is under construction right now. Other parts have already been constructed and people are living there. We actually did a story on this apartment complex yesterday, and the controversy over some residents being upset that it's being built right next to a cemetery.
Yes.
Just several feet away from a cemetery, and we were told by the company developing this and building this that eventually a wall would go up. But some people were very angry to see this happen this close to a cemetery. And we just did this story just yesterday. And now this is what we have today, this massive fire here in the Montrose area that has been raging for at least 30 minutes from what I can tell.
Yeah, according to the script that we had, is JLB Partners is responsible for this construction project. And this is a big project, and we just got these pictures in about 15 minutes ago, and you can see how badly this is burning. No idea how it started, of course, but it raises all kinds of questions on how a new construction like this, with all the workers there, what could happen? Could it have been a torch sparked by a construction worker? Could it have been gas? We don't know. But these are the questions we will try and get answers to as this thing burns, and I mean it is burning really strong. You're going to see it driving along Allen Parkway. You're going to see it if you're anywhere in the Montrose area. Yeah. The billowing black smoke pouring from this new development.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it from miles away, and we've got several cameras out there. We have several crews on the scene. You said we have many questions about the cause, but right now, these are pictures from Air 11, as we can see, and pictures from our tower camera. But one of the big questions is anybody hurt?
Yes.
And we also know how dangerous it is to fight fires like this. We know this all too well here in the Houston area, especially with what happened with our firefighters last year. So you pray nothing bad happens like that.
Couldn't agree with you more. We'll continue to follow the latest with you. Join us online at KHOU.com, and of course we'll bring you the very latest as we continue to watch this. The fire burning strong. Montrose at West Dallas. This is just a block away from the Whole Foods, which is at the next corner at West Dallas and Waugh. So this whole block now practically up in flames. Firefighters will be struggling to prevent this from spreading to the construction of the apartment complex where people, I believe, are living, yeah. Ron. And then, of course, next to that, at Waugh is the Whole Foods.
And as you said, I mean, this is a part of the Montrose area that is on the up right now. There's a lot of construction going on in that area, a lot of new construction there. We've got several reporters that are on the way. We hope to have more information from you in just a few minutes. But from what I can tell, this is not simmering down.
No.
It's just getting worse.
Yeah. And just in the last 15 minutes, when we first showed you these pictures, it was a roof line that was burning. And now the rest of the structure, it is starting to bleed down and burn the rest of this new apartment complex. And there you see even the roof line, I think that's of the apartment complex next door that was already completed. Mm-hmm. Yes, I think so.
Well, it's hard to tell from here, so then that would raise the questions about, we're going to have some evacuations now, and are they going door to door to try to get some people nearby to get out of those apartments?
Yeah, we've sent crews to the area. They'll be talking to people who may have lived in the apartment complex that is adjoining, the folks who are at Whole Foods, which is always pretty busy and very popular, and of course the intersection of West Dallas and Montrose is now closed, and there's probably going to attract a large group of people who will come and check this out. Our reporter, Marcelino Benito, is on the phone. Marcelino, where are you and what are you seeing?
We are right on the corner of Dallas and Montrose, guys, and this fire is just out of control. You can see flames billowing high into the sky, and this smoke this thick, black, heavy, dark smoke is carrying for at least a couple blocks down in Dallas. A lot of people, as you mentioned, have pulled over. Traffic at a standstill. We just pulled over, and I'm actually approaching the scene on foot right now. But traffic just completely closed off. 5 or 6 engines that I can see right now just on the corner of Dallas and Montrose trying to get this fire under control, but that's not looking like it's going to happen anytime soon. A lot of people just shooting video on their cell phones. The smoke is, there's a gas station on the corner of Dallas and Montrose that we at the station use often. That is just something you can't see parts of it because the smoke is just going right into there. You see flashing lights, you see people, a lot of workers that we could make an assumption were working in that building that are now on the corner. Firefighters are on the scene. Some people trying to push them back to make sure. Right now, I see another ladder 28, actually driving up to the scene as well. A couple HPD vehicles just arriving on scene, trying to get this thing under control. I mean, this is a massive scene, and this fire, I mean, you can feel the heat. I've actually pulled up right now. I'm standing right on the corner of Dallas and Montrose, and it's windy out here. It's kind of a cool day, but you can feel the heat that this fire from this building is putting out there. Well, just a pretty crazy scene out here, guys.
And as the fire raged, terrified witnesses watched as firefighters saved a construction worker.
It was a surreal scene. Our Courtney Zabowski shows us exactly what those witnesses saw.
Alicia Alba watches in agony from inside a building across the street. Alba and her co-workers know what they're witnessing is a matter of life and death.
Oh, they're moving now.
A construction worker trapped on the 5th floor balcony of a burning apartment complex under construction.
Hurry! Oh my God!
They know very well what happens next could go either way as he jumps to a balcony below.
Oh my gosh!
That fire is an inferno.
And this man who was outside across the street.
Oh my gosh, there goes the roof. It's collapsing. Heads up below. Oh my God.
Can only describe it as a, quote, hell-raising experience.
Oh my God. Oh, I hope they got him off.
Relief for him could not come soon enough.
Oh, they did. Look, he's up there. He's on the ladder. He's safe. He's safe. Oh, thank God.
And then there's Ruben Hernandez, who shot this video from down below.
Good job, everybody.
Hernandez at times said he wanted to stop rolling because the outcome he knew may not be good. A miracle, the crowd around him called it, when they witnessed the rescue that brought them all to tears.
Oh, there he is, Daniel.
And finally, video from Daniel Lopez, who was in a high-rise downtown.
Come on!
Oh my goodness. On this corner.
Wow.
People need to get him.
Everyone was pulling for the construction worker.
Hurry up, hurry, hurry. Oh my God.
They got him just in time.
Oh, there he goes, there he goes.
Because this is what happened next. Courtney Zabowski, KHOU 11 News.
Stunning, and now more viewer video. These images captured by Steve Alaniz.
He works at the Allen Parkway Barbershop inside the American General Building, just a block away from that fire. And more 11 News viewers helped us capture images of the massive fire. Some were snapping shots from as far away as the Galleria area. Their vantage point from the top of office and apartment towers shows just how much smoke was billowing from that fire.
You can find a complete slideshow on our website, KHOU.com.
You know, ironically, just last night, we told you how some people are not happy about where that complex is being built.
It is right next to Magnolia Cemetery. That's the final resting place for some very prominent Houston figures. The developer, by the way, had met with cemetery owners and promised to build a wall to separate the complex from the cemetery property.
Stay with us for the latest information on that 5-alarm fire. Our coverage continues online at KHOU.com.
Live, KHOU 11 News at 10 starts now.
They need to get that guy out.
Firefighters rushed to save a worker as the flames moved in. Tonight, hear from the hero who pulled him to safety.
Grief and unanswered questions as the community remembered a murdered teenager tonight.
And see how HPD officers are going undercover to catch drivers behaving badly.
But we are beginning with that massive fire that brought down an apartment complex that was under construction near downtown Houston.
Close to 200 firefighters spent hours battling the flames, but in the end, most of the 396 apartments were destroyed. This This is a live look from our tower cam tonight at the scene on Montrose in West Dallas near downtown.
The fire department still has several streets blocked off around that building, and the water is still flowing as they try to put out the hot spots. Our Rux Russell is there live with the very latest. Rux?
Hey guys, you know what? I want to step out of the way because we've noticed some activity behind us. That is some construction equipment. It looks like they're starting to take down portions of the building that remained very unstable because of all of that fire damage. You know, I asked officials, they couldn't recall the last time there was a 5-alarm fire here in Houston, so this was a very rare and at times frightening event in a crowded neighborhood in the middle of the afternoon. A raging wall of intense flames, sending a column of black smoke billowing into the air like a volcanic plume. This was the scene at West Dallas and Montrose as fire enveloped a brand new apartment complex under construction.
It's spreading like crazy. You can still see the flames going. They're crazy.
Crazy to witnesses like Jerry. Frightening to people who saw this. A trapped construction worker leaping from a ledge before being plucked to safety by a firefighter on a ladder.
Thank God. That was crazy.
Ruben Hernandez was across the street when it happened.
And there were people screaming and yelling to rescue him. I mean, it didn't seem real. I've never experienced that before.
But imagine being inside the building when the wind-fed flames began to spread. This picture shows what the fire was like just after it started. Within minutes, it had become an inferno that would eventually climb to 5 alarms. Raul Hernandez was working inside when the fire broke out.
But then finally I just decided to come down because everybody was hollering, yelling and screaming, asking us to come down. So.
How lucky do you feel that you got out?
Well, I don't feel lucky, I feel blessed.
And so should this man, rescued, say officials, just in time.
If any more seconds would have been delayed, there's a possibility it wouldn't have been a rescue, and there's a huge possibility of either great injury or even a fatality.
But no one was killed, no one was hurt, and what was once a massive fire is now the scene of a major investigation. And that investigation just getting underway, complicated, of course, by the structural integrity or lack thereof of these buildings behind me. Officials tell me that arson investigators are also on the scene out here. That is standard procedure. Still no word, of course, on what caused this blaze. I'm reporting live in Montrose tonight. Rux Russell, KHOU 11 News.
Thank you, Rux. Many people are still talking about that daring rescue of the construction worker before flames tore through the building. Here's a look at those dramatic moments from the people who saw the drama unfold right before them.
He popped out of those doors, and I was like, oh my God, there's a guy up there.
They can't see him. No, they can't see him. They can't see him. He's waving. Oh my God.
That fire is an inferno.
There were people screaming and yelling to rescue him. I mean, it didn't seem real. I've never experienced that before.
They need to get that guy out.
The man is on the second balcony right there. It looks like the fire folks are trying to get him right now.
Did he just jump? No. He has to. He has to. He has to just jump. Oh, they're bringing in the ladder.
At that moment, the wind kicked up, and he panicked. He was, I'm sure, very hot. So he jumped down from that top-story balcony to the one underneath him.
If I can feel it right here, he can feel it. Oh my gosh.
So he literally hung off of that balcony, swung his lower feet, and let go.
Good job, everybody.
It was too hot up there for him.
At that point, the ladder crew was rescued him.
Oh, I hope they got him off. Oh, they did. Look, he's up there. He's on the ladder. He's safe. He's safe. Oh, thank God.
After that, you know, the whole building started falling apart.
Oh my gosh, there goes the roof. It's collapsing. Heads up below. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Incredible to watch that rescue. Let's go now to Tim Wetzel, who's live with the firefighter who was at the end of that ladder to pull the worker to safety. Tim?
Yeah, hey guys, Captain Brad Hawthorne has been with the department for 25 years, and this will be a day certainly you will not forget. Can you walk me through what happened this afternoon?
Well, we arrived and Chief told us there was 3 guys on the roof, and we set the ladder up to the roof, and
And as I was getting up to the roof, he popped out on the little balcony on the 5th floor. And my chauffeur Dwayne here, he saw him when he started moving the ladder, get him over to the, get him lined up, and he got the ladder. You know, he jumped from the 5th to the 4th floor, and we picked him off the 4th floor. He got it close enough to the ladder, and he was able to jump to the ladder actually a couple of feet.
And you said just as he jumped on the ladder, the roof collapsed. So you were in the right place at the right time. What's it like to save someone's life like that?
It was pretty amazing. But you know, we train a lot for, you know, situations. But when it all kind of ties together with just timing and everything, it really pays off.
And you said he actually talked to you when he got on that ladder. What did he say?
He said, "Thank you, Jesus."
All right, well, thank God you were there, and good work to you guys. Thank you so much. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Tim, thanks, and our thanks to the firefighters as well. And our thanks to so many of you who shared your pictures and videos today. Besides the ones that you've seen on the air, you'll find many more of these incredible images online at KHOU.com and our KHOU Facebook page.